stop waiting to be chosen by others. That comes after. People can only choose you if you have chosen yourself. Yo, what's up guys? Mao here, back with another video. Man, look at this beautiful fucking day here. I would totally film it this way so you guys can just see the fucking view, but I don't think the lighting is that good. Lighting looks fucky, so I can't do that. But regardless, I'm out here, baby, living the dream. The dream is literally just being able to work on the things that I want to work on, man. Like, that is literally what life is about. It's never about the end goal. It's just about working on the things that you actually want to work on, right? The things that your heart wants to do is what your mind is working at. And that is the best feeling that you can get to. Sure, I have ups and downs all the time. I go through shit. I feel things very deeply. But at the end of the day, I'm just grateful to be alive and to be able to create the life that I want to create, right? Every single day. And it is such a blessing to be able to do that, okay? And that is what I want to talk about today, because I want to talk about how to stop playing life in bitch mode, okay? And trust me, I used to play life in bitch mode, and it wasn't even really till like a week ago that I literally said I am done playing life in bitch mode, okay? Like, I am fucking done. Are you not tired of seeing other people go after what they want? Go after the things that they want to do and succeed, right? You see it all the time. You see people succeeding and you see people winning, and you know that you are just as capable as them. You are just as capable and smart and good looking and whatever the fuck you want to say about yourself to be just as successful, if not more successful than they're being, right? So why are they winning and why are you not? And you're probably coping, saying how, well, other people have it way worse. I should just be grateful for what I have. I have a good job. I have food on the table. I have a roof over my head. And yes, you should definitely be grateful for those things. But unless you're going after what you really want in life, then you're never going to find the joy and fulfillment that comes with going after what you want, right? So like having a job, having food on your table, having shelter, like these are literally the bare minimums, right? But as long as you keep ignoring what you actually want to do because you're scared of how you will look or what other people will think or failing, then you will never be happy and you will continue to sit on the sidelines and play life in bitch mode. So here's how you stop playing life in bitch mode and how you win. First, you have to get clear about what goal you actually want, and you have to start working towards that, right? So here's what I mean. Many times we're working towards the wrong goal, okay? If the goal you're working on is only for external validation, you're working on something because you think it'll make you look good in the eyes of others or society, or it's what, your parents expect of you, or you think that it's gonna make you better friends, or I don't know. If it's all for external validation, then that's probably the wrong goal, okay? If it's only for money, if your goal is only driven by money, then that is probably not the right goal, okay? If the goal you're working on is based off you convincing yourself that is the right thing that you should do, then that's probably the wrong goal, okay? You have to sit and you have to get clear with yourself, and you have to tune in to your heart and ask yourself what it wants, right? So your heart only knows yes or no. Like, that is literally it. You think about wanting to do something and it's either a yes, that is what I want to do, or it's a no, this doesn't feel right? Like, that is all your heart knows is yes or no. But your mind is the one that reasons, right? So many times people, the goal that their heart wants, which is probably something like creative or something like crazy, like traveling the world, crazy things, right? That your heart wants. But they end up working towards something else because their mind tells them that that's a better goal, right? So maybe you want to be an artist, you want to be a singer, you want to be a writer, you want to be a YouTuber. But your mind is like, no, that's not the right goal. Like, you should actually be working towards getting a raise or towards starting this business or finishing school because that's the logical thing to do, or that's the smart thing to do, right? Like, that's when you're not working towards the right goal at all. Okay? And not only will that goal be fucking difficult to achieve, it's gonna require so much effort of you to work towards that thing that your mind says you should do. Even if you actually achieve it, you're not gonna be happy, right? Like, your happiness is not gonna come from achieving this goal that's not even yours. If you're chasing some external validation or you're chasing money, there will come a point, if you work hard enough, you will achieve it, but you're not gonna be happy because you weren't working towards what your heart wanted this whole time, right? So you have to get clear about the right goal that you're working on, right? So next step is, once you get clear about what it is you want, so maybe you want to be a fitness influencer, maybe you want to be a travel influencer, maybe you want to be an artist, you want to be a musician, like whatever it is you want, you have to choose yourself as the person that is capable and worthy of achieving that goal. If you're always waiting for other people to choose you as that person, as that thing, then you're going to be waiting forever. Do you think that famous influencers right now, or the artists, or the rappers, or the celebrities, or the actors, like, do you think that they waited for people to choose them as that before they started seeing themselves as that? No, okay? They chose themselves first before anybody else saw them as that, right? Because they chose themselves as that, and then so everybody else has no choice but to see them as that, because they say that that's who they are, so that's who we see them as, right? They chose themselves first. So once you get clear about the goal that it is you want, then you have to actually choose yourself as that person, and you cannot wait for other people to choose you, okay? That is step 2 to stop playing life in bitch mode. Once you choose yourself as that, then you can start to act that way, and then you can start to show up that way every single day and do the things that that person would do, and then everybody else, reality, life has no choice but to see you as that, okay? Stop waiting to be chosen by others. That comes after, okay? People can only choose you if you have chosen yourself. And lastly is, you have to change the image that you're putting out into the world, okay? So, you've heard this before. It's like the most woo-woo shit you could fucking say, that your thoughts create your reality, right? And it's fucking true, okay? So think of reality as like a mirror, right? Like this mirror right here. Think of reality as this mirror, okay? The reflection that you see is what you're putting out. Like, this is your image, right? This is what you're putting out, and this is the reflection that you see, okay? Most people put out an ugly reflection into the world like this. They're like, oh, world is so hard. Oh, life is so hard. Everybody gets what they want except me. Like, look how ugly my reflection looks, right? And then I see the reflection. I see life giving me back what I'm putting out. So, oh, the world is so hard. Everything's so unfair. Everybody gets what they want except me. Only lucky people are successful. Like, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That is literally what I'm seeing reflected back at me, right? I'm seeing the same shit that I'm putting out into the world reflected back at me, okay? Which in turn, I'm seeing an ugly reflection, which it makes my reflection even uglier. I'm like, oh, everything sucks. Because that's all I see is everything sucking, okay? But you have to change the image that you're putting out into the world. So, oh my God, life is so great. You know, everything that happens is amazing. The world is on my side, right? Like, you're putting out positive things into the world, and you're gonna see positive things reflected back at you, right? Even if the things that are happening to you are bad, you can still choose to put out a positive image, okay? So something bad happens to you, you can still go, wow, like, I'm so glad this happened to me because the world is always on my side. So even if I can't see it right now, I know that this is in my favor. So I'm happy, right? Like, yay. So here's the thing. You can't change what happens to you, right? But you can change your relationship to your problems, right? So if something bad happens to you, you can choose to react and to respond to it and to relate to it in a positive way. Everybody's had something happen to them where it seems bad in the moment because we have ideas of how we want things to play out, right? Like, we're like, oh, this is what should happen. This is how I get here and there. But that's not our job to figure out, okay? Your job, like I said, is just to get clear about what your heart wants, right? And start working towards that by taking the next logical step. That is it, okay? Your job is not to figure out how everything is gonna play out at all. You're never gonna know how things are gonna play out. So if you're working towards something and it doesn't turn out how you expected, instead of being like, oh man, I'm so unlucky, like nothing ever works out for me, then that's what you're gonna see, right? But you could say like, oh man, I'm so glad that happened because I can't see it right now, but I know that the world is always on my side. So that must not be the right way, and I'm gonna keep going. And you're still happy, you're still putting out a positive image. So that is what you're gonna see reflected back at you, right? But here's the thing, look, reality is slow, right? Like here, I go like this and I instantly see my reflection. I smile and I instantly see my reflection, like I'm smiling. And that makes me happy because I see myself happy, right? But that's not how reality works, okay? If you have constantly been putting out a negative image into the world, and that is what you're seeing back at you, right? And if you start to put out a positive image into the world, you're not gonna see instantly the world become a positive experience, okay? Because reality takes longer to change, to materialize. It's like matter. It doesn't happen instantly. It's not like that mirror, right? So you have to put out the positive image into the world long enough before reality will actually shift and start to reflect that image back at you, right? It's just like a delayed mirror is the way you have to think about it. So your only job is to put out the positive image into the world. And like I said, you might start doing this and you might start putting out positive things, and then you might still be seeing negative things being reflected back at you. But that's okay, because like I said, it's not gonna happen instantly. You just have to keep putting out a positive image, and eventually reality will have no choice but to reflect that image back at you. So whatever you wanna do, you wanna be a rock star, you wanna travel the world, you want to be a YouTuber with 100,000 followers, like whatever your goal is, your only job is to hold that image in your mind for long enough and to keep putting one foot in front of the other so that reality has no choice but to reflect it back at you. Think of like Jake Paul. He was a YouTuber and he was saying for the longest time that he was a real boxer and nobody believed him, right? But he held that image for so long. He held that image for long enough to where now the world shifted and everybody has no choice but to say that he's a real boxer, because he is. But he chose himself first as that. That is the goal that he wanted. He chose himself, and then he put that image out into the world for long enough that reality had no choice but to actually put him there and to make that real, okay? So that is how you stop playing life in bitch mode. I hope this made sense, guys. Literally, this is so fucking important. I hope this video brings you some value, and yeah, man, just start going after what you want, because you will never be happy by achieving a goal that's not even the goal that you want to work on, okay? Happiness only comes from the journey, from working towards what you feel aligned in working on, okay? And it will become so much easier to achieve this goal that way. Like I said, I hope this helps. If it does, shoot me a like, subscribe for more videos, and throw me some comments. Let me know what you guys are struggling with. I'll see if I can help, if any of the things that I know can be valuable to you. Freedom Blueprint is on the way. That's how to go from not knowing anything about online business, about wanting more, about wanting to travel, and how to actually make that happen, okay? So stay tuned for that. Besides that, much fucking love, guys. Like, subscribe, and go after what you want, all right? Stop working towards the wrong goals. Start working towards what your heart wants, baby. Let's fucking go, and much love.